This town is called Villefranche-sur-Mer, and it might just be the French Riviera's most secret, underrated spot.
The city is so cute and it's so classy.
There are no crowds, there are no tourist traps. It is going to be by far the most authentic French Riviera village that we visited so far. We're going to find out why the Rolling Stones escaped the UK to live here.
I love it.
Literally right here in this mansion. We're going to hike to Villefranche-sur-Mer via the best bakery in town. One of these ones.
How is that?
It's so good.
We're going to show you what it's like on land, and then we're going to make chicken on the boat and show you what it's like on the water.
We're going to make my 5-star salty pasta right in the bay.
Half salt water, half fresh water.
So how do you get here to Villefranche-sur-Mer? Well, our journey started a couple of months back. John and I have been doing a circumnavigation of the Western Med. We've been documenting the entire journey.
Old turret.
We've seen untouched islands, citadels on cliffs,
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely stunning.
How crazy is that?
and villages that we never knew existed.
Wow.
Too good.
Too good.
But now we're really excited to be traveling along the French Riviera from east to west. We have so much to see, but in our last couple of episodes have explored Menton, Monaco and Nice. They're all connected by train, but Villefranche-sur-Mer flies under the radar and caught our eye because this was the real estate in the bay.
Like some of the boats we've seen here today have helicopters on them and water slides.
We have to investigate. So we're heading to the Marina, we're going to dock up and then we're heading straight into town.
That is a mean looking boat. Look at that.
You can't see the anchor chain. It drops down from the bow. I've noticed a few boats have that.
It literally looks like a Lamborghini. Tell me, how much is it a week?
Low season per week. High season.
$250,000.
Oh my god.
And we'll be docking up not to this one, but this one.
This marina got rated the best marina in the French Riviera.
And we're about to find out why.
We're just coming into the marina now. We have a booking, thank you. It's also one of the cheapest.
Costing us just €79 a night to stay here. That's cheaper than a hotel. So let's reverse up next to this huge yacht.
Just tie that tight. Yeah.
Yep, I'm tied on.
Merci. Thank you so much.
Now I could bore you and show you what we actually get up to when we arrive. After all, we're living on board and we try and keep our home as clean as possible.
It's the one thing that I cannot stand is a dirty toilet.
You're a bloke. You're so clean.
As we walk into town, this is the plan.
Well, good morning. It's about 10 o'clock.
Kristina and I are going for a massive adventure today. We're walking about an hour.
We're going to a bay.
It's kind of a secret bay because it's off the beaten path. Most people visit Nice and Monaco and Saint-Tropez, but make the mistake of skipping Villefranche-sur-Mer.
How amazing are these hills? You can see the train going past into Monaco. So Monaco is that way.
And Nice is that way.
So this will be our path as we walk from the Marina to Villefranche. We could take the train, but we're not in a rush. And there is a bakery on the way and the mansion that Rolling Stones made famous. But before we leave the Marina, we just have to pay for our berth. For context, we're exploring here in summer.
So they put us into like a berth for a motorboat, which is like alongside a concrete dock. They are completely full. They kind of helped us out by squeezing us in. Everywhere is just full. It's so hard to book in here. I'm amazed. I thought everyone would be in the islands. A little bit of wind coming today, so we're just got to keep an eye on the concrete dock. How cool is this car? No, it's a Schmidt. I think the bakery's just over here.
2 minutes from the Marina and into our walk, and we were totally mesmerised. Transformed into a French fairy tale, this place was spotless. There was no poop, just friendly locals.
Chihuahua. Flash, tu dis bonjour?
Oh my god, they're so cute.
Detailed balconies, fresh produce,
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be fun.
and a patisserie to die for.
It looks amazing. Oh my gosh, look at that. Everything is insanely good. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of these ones. We've got 4 items like, between the two of us.
What'd you get?
I'm so excited. That is honestly the best bakery we have seen all trip.
Let's go find a little park bench or
Okay,
something.
oh my gosh, look at the line quickly.
So we found our bench. By the way, the markets behind us deliver to boats.
I'm
Well, where do we start first? Is this the quiche?
That's my cake.
John ordered a quiche.
Is it incredible?
Wow.
Really?
Try that. That's like the ultimate breakfast quiche.
Amongst the pigeons at our feet, it was time for dessert.
How is that?
It's so good.
That's so good. I'm gonna just eat that cream with a spoon. Do I also have cream on my nose?
It's all over your moustache.
That's really tasty. Oh my goodness.
There is not much left now, but this dessert was so beautiful. It had like a biscuit base with a layer of custard, toffee, and then a glaze. Within it as well, there was raspberries inside the cream, and then strawberries and another raspberry on top with chocolate sprinkles. To lift these up a little bit more.
But we're going to walk about 2 hours to burn that off.
Are we really?
Yeah, let's get going. You going to finish that?
I think so. Okay.
If you're a real foodie, hang around to the end. We're making a unique pasta on board, but until then, one thing that's unique about Villefranche is the luxury property market. Everywhere you look is an incredible mansion that's just hanging on a cliff. Prices are pretty exy now, and they were 50 years ago too, when Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones rented a 16-room mansion right here on the seafront where we're walking now. It's here that the band famously recorded the album Exile on Main Street in the basement.
We called it Exile on Main Street because they just kicked us out of England.
The Rolling Stones were facing tax issues in the UK. So as you can see, they escaped here, in this mansion positioned in this hidden little bay, Villefranche-sur-Mer.
Mer, I think, means the sea. When you have seafood, it's called fruits of the sea. That's how they say seafood here.
Fruits de mer.
How cool is that?
French make everything beautiful.
This is the moment that we've been waiting for. We are so close. And then I spot my favourite fruit. So I make a plea deal with John.
Oh my gosh, look at this. My hero.
Oh my god, don't speak too soon.
Can you please not stake yourself on that steak? Yes, the big ones. Are they kind of soft?
Oh, they got sap coming out. Watch out for the sap.
Oh,
Just break the wall. I don't know where that came from. I'm just gonna sit there.
I'll tell you what they taste like back on the boat, but right now we've been walking for over an hour.
Hello.
This is there, and this is there. So we're gonna walk another 2 Ks. We're gonna make our way into this medieval town.
And I kid you not, as soon as John walked down this enormous retaining wall, the sun just came out and the colours in the village popped.
Nearly there.
I just read that this place is like 600 years old. It was founded in 1295. The Roman Empire took over this region. They had it for quite a few centuries and they gave it back to the French only a few hundred years ago in the 1800s.
There you go.
Yeah.
So let's go check out what's behind the city walls.
Oh my gosh, we made it to the old town, and you know what? As soon as we walked in here, what can you smell?
Laundry powder.
Laundry powder. As soon as you look up, it actually smells like fabric softener or something.
That is like the same in all the old towns because there's no balconies or anything. Everyone hangs their washing out the windows.
I feel like a fresh juice.
Okay, fresh orange juice.
Yeah, like an icy cold drink.
Yum. All right, let's go find one.
Just a quick PSA, we've actually been jotting down all our favourite spots from this trip on a personalised Google map. So if you want a copy of all our pins, it has all our favourite spots from this Europe trip. Join our Patreon community. I'll leave a link in the comments section so you can go check it out at the end of this video.
First impressions.
I like it so far.
It's cool, hey?
Yeah.
It is currently peak season and it's in the middle of the day, but we can walk freely. Tourist numbers aren't overwhelming.
Oh, it says rent a bike.
Gonna ride back to the boat.
And restaurants have space, like this one in a courtyard set up within the village itself.
It smells so amazing. Don't you think?
I'm amazed these boats have got in here. That's a big boat. It's a 45-foot boat.
Is that not pretty?
I love this place. I love all the colours. Every single town we go to, they're all very similar but also different.
If you're planning on visiting Europe, this is our top tip.
Kristina and I nearly always travel to Europe in May. It's starting to get warm, but it's not yet full tourist season. You can see in the pricing here for these rooms. Like off season's €85 to March, and then from March to like May, it's €100, and then from May to October, it's 155. So if you come in like May, it's cooler, less tourists, and it'll be cheaper. So.
But in June, July, August, the water is warmer.
So we hiked this morning and we made our way into Old Town. It is so hot. We've just had a cool drink.
The wind's starting to pick up, that wind finally.
More on the wind in just a sec, but let's just quickly talk about the bay.
There's not a lot of places that you can anchor along this coast for free that are well protected. The moorings, they've got front and stern moorings. That's because there's just always swell coming into this bay. But everyone's just used to it. Everyone just stays on anchor and they just put up with it. But yeah, the bay's pretty full. It's more full than it was yesterday.
Yesterday we were positioned right about here, just meters from the beach. And here's a little sneak peek of what we got up to on board. And there are boats anchored all around us. We're just making some chicken pasta. We've just put some chicken on the barbecue.
Oh my God, that is so smart. That is magnetic.
We've been living on board the Juno Yachts 55 for a couple of months and we're still learning things about the boat.
We're armed.
But as promised, here's our special pasta. You might have remembered we first made this back in Greece a couple of years ago.
The key is half salt water, half fresh water. Don't get those ratios wrong.
If you use half salt water and half fresh water, not only do you save the water in your tanks, but then you don't have to add salt into your pasta water. Now, because we're in this confined bay, I'm not actually going to use salt water today. I'm just going to add salt into our fresh water. And Kelly's going to help us cook up a storm.
I just got the mushies in the pan. I'm going to put another big blob of butter in it.
I don't peel mushrooms. I've never even heard of peeling a mushroom.
Really? I literally just grab that part and then like peel the skin back.
Peel the skin off. So new to me.
But why, you ask?
Mushrooms are grown in cow I'm pretty sure.
Like they just grow in like animal feces? That's ChatGPT. Book.
By the way, this is how you know if your pasta's cooked.
Should I just throw it on that?
If it sticks,
Oh,
I think you're supposed to do it up against like a fridge.
your pasta is ready.
oh. Yes. There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no.
And I'm just gonna pour that pasta like that.
Hopefully this tastes pretty good.
I love it.
So next time you're on a boat, remember this party trick. But let's talk about the weather. There's strong winds coming, and that's the reason why we put the boat in a marina.
The fact that it's in a marina, we can literally just relax and chill. I haven't thought about the boat once. Have you?
Yeah, a couple times.
There's supposed to be some strong wind coming, 35 knots, but occasionally it can get much higher than that, and you've got all these local effects with the mountains.
We better get back to the boat and get it prepared for what's to come. But on the way, while we're waiting for the train, I'm going to ask John about some weather that affects us all, and that's turbulence when we fly. Because lately, it's been a topic of discussion, and I'm keen to hear his perspective as a pilot.
We decided to catch the train back to the boat. Between stops, it's only one stop. And it's a couple euro each. It's really simple, easy. They come every like 10-15 minutes. So while we wait for the train, can I ask you a question about flying? This person here is really interested in your flying.
When I go back this time, because I've had time off, I'll have to go to the simulator for a couple of days, a training captain for a few days, and then a check. I have to do a line check, which takes a day. So it's about 5 days of training to get me back current again, and then I'll be okay for 6 months or so.
Cute train.
And what about turbulence?
It's just wind moving at different altitudes, and also it's different air densities that creates an unstable air mass, which then when you're flying through, people would think that you're dropping and like climbing like crazy, but on the altimeter, like we barely even can register any altitude deviation from the bump. So
that's so interesting.
Yeah, you'd be like a foot or two. Like
Really?
Yeah, like
That's
this,
it?
and the wings absorb most of it. In the factory, they put the wings into this jib, fold the wings up, and they find where the wings break, and the wings are almost touching before they break. Like it's-
So I hope by sharing that, it doesn't make you more nervous, but instead gives you a sense of relief. It is getting on dusk, and this boat is having already some issues getting into his bay, so he's decided to dock right here next to us, and we're lending him a hand. I cannot begin to tell you how grateful we are being in a marina tonight, especially after our experience back in Mallorca.
Oh my, what the heck is happening? You're dragging!
If somehow you missed that episode, I'll leave a link in the description, but this is the bay already, and guess where we're going to be?
Nah. Going to bed early so we can get up and be at the croissant shop at 7 o'clock sharp. And then we're off out of here by 9:30.
It's literally still daylight outside. And what time is it?
8:30.
It is 8:30 p.m.
We've got a lot
Anyway,
of sleep to catch up on.
sweetest dreams.
No.
So you might be asking, where are we off to next? Well, the bakery, of course.
Day 2.
Oh, yeah.
We have put on a smorgasbord for the camera.
Today we're moving the boat down the coast, Antibes. Not far from there is Cannes.
Follow along. I'm down in the comments section replying to all your comments. And for the Google pins, just check out the link to our Patreon while you're there. You'll be supporting our channel like all our patrons that I've listed above in this special mention.